Good evening, y'all.
Good evening.
Good afternoon, good morning, whenever you are watching.
Welcome.
We had some backlash from our last carnivore update. It wasn't carnivore enough. So, back by just an overflow and an inordinate demand, we wanted to do a follow-up 288 days doing the carnivore thing, and still no scurvy. Let us know if our audio is good, my voice sounds weird because it's my throat.
Yes,
I got a
allergies.
frog, and so we wanted to do a carnivore update. So me and Faith jumped on here real quick. And do you want to start, my dear?
Sure.
Why don't you start, my dear?
So we were just gonna do a weekly update and just let y'all know what carnivore looked like in our life this week. We don't really tend to deviate a whole lot in the past. What has it been? 288 days. We've had very little deviation from carnivore, or some people might want to call it like ketovore, because we do add in some berries. You don't too much, but
No,
me and the kids
not too
do.
much.
So what I ate this week was pretty much beef, and we do change it up. So this is good to have weekly updates, because we do change things up, even though it stays like we're not deviating from carnivore or ketovore, but it's still, you switch it up. So anyway,
yeah, you kind of have to.
Farmer Brad. What I ate this week was just basically a lot of ground beef. I haven't had a steak in a long time. I don't remember the last time I had a steak. I've just been doing ground beef. I've just been really happy with my ground beef. And that might look like a lot of times I don't eat in the morning. I'll wait until about lunchtime or whenever I get hungry. I mean, I don't make myself not eat in the morning. If I want to eat something, I will. But some days I just don't. I'm just not hungry, so I'm not going to eat. I'm still filled up from the night before.
So, carnivore hack. I started drinking my own urine. No, I'm joking. I knew that would be offensive to my wife and any ladies watching, but this is a good hack.
Actually, yeah.
We enhanced electrolytes. So I think you can get them on Amazon.
Yes.
They're less sweet.
Yes.
They're it's all good sourcing stuff and good stuff, and
really good.
That's what I eat one meal a day, and basically.
Oh, well, yeah. Hold on one second.
Okay.
Hold on for your thought for a second.
I'm sorry. What am I doing?
Yeah. So we'll talk.
Messing you up.
Yeah, you are. You're getting me off schedule here. So we'll talk about this because we used Relight before this, and then we did use the elements, some people call it, for electrolytes in the very beginning, but then we went to Relight because they sell it in big cans, and it was just more economical for our whole family to have it. But then just like, I don't know, the past 2 months, we've been using this, and it's by the company Zeal Naturals, and it says enhanced electrolytes, and they have a bunch of different flavors. I think we have 3 different flavors right now in our kitchen, and this one is strawberry kiwi. They also have like guava,
passion fruit
orange. It's really good.
I like the strawberry kiwi.
And I don't know, we have another one out there too, but we really like this. We prefer this over the Relights. It has the real
this
salt.
Is the guava passion fruit. It looks like it is urine colored though.
It's like an orange juice kind of.
Like if you're very dehydrated.
I really like it. But this has the real salt in it, and it has all of your potassium, magnesium, similar to Relight, similar amounts and all of that. So anyway, that's a little hack.
And during the live stream, if you do have a question, please put it in all caps. Ina has a question. So as soon as my wife has done her monologue, we will answer Ina's question.
So real quick. Okay, so what I ate this week was a lot of ground beef, some fried eggs. I just eat the yolks of the eggs. So I usually make about 4, and I just take the yolk out once they're fried and put that on top of my ground beef. And a little bit of the Redmond's real salt I sprinkle on that. And then I'll make myself a big quart of this Zeal electrolytes, and I try to drink 3 of those at least a day, because I try to drink a lot of water. And then another thing is just water. I try to drink like about a gallon total liquid a day. So, and then in the evening, what it could look like for me is either that meal again, just ground beef and eggs, or just sometimes ground beef with just a big slab of butter on it with some salt on it, or hamburgers. You know, maybe a slice of cheese if we have cheese in the house. So that's pretty much been me like the past couple months, but definitely this past week, that has been it. Except for our keto bars, those IQ, we get the dark chocolate with sea salt. I think it's 1 gram of sugar per bar, and I don't know what the carbs are or whatever. It's like 4 or I don't know, 10 carbs, but we usually have them like once or twice a week, one of those bars. So, and I'm sorry, I did add in one more thing. And I did, I've been adding back in since I got sick, like a couple months ago, I got sick, and I reintroduced back in my Sun Warrior smoothie. So it's like Sun Warrior is the brand. It's very, very clean keto. It's like a plant-based keto powder, protein powder. I just get the vanilla and just put in 1 scoop of that. And then my go-to mix has been, we only do for our fruit smoothies, we only do like low carb berries, like keto berries. So it would be frozen blueberries, frozen raspberries, frozen blackberries. And I do buy the big giant bags of frozen strawberries just because they're cheap. So my smoothie this week has been strawberry and raspberry with 1 scoop of the keto powder and water, obviously. And it's been great.
We interrupt this monologue.
There you go. That was my weekly.
For an important announcement.
Okay. What did you eat this week?
Beef is back, y'all. So if you are in Northeast Texas and want to shake a rancher's hand and want to meet your, and you want your meat processed in a micro production facility.
If you want me to talk to the cow before he goes into the butcher shop,
go to TheTexasBoys.com, go to Brothers Meat Co. and reserve your whole half or quarter. We've already had 2 orders come in. So if you do want to take advantage of this exciting opportunity.
Well, we only have 2 cows.
Yeah,
so
you're going to want to do it now. So because they'll probably be out by the end of the week, and we won't have any more for about a month. So we're really excited. Yes. The boys have all of their businesses flowing smoothly. And so they said, hey, we want to get back into the meat game. And James is already scheming on getting a new work trailer and retrofitting it out and insulating it like a small walk-in cooler. This way, when we have the meetups, we can store everything in the trailer and it'll stay fully refrigerated. That's just the way James does everything.
Yeah. And it
comes frozen solid.
Frozen solid. Yep. And it comes straight from the butcher shop.
And one of the things we're experimenting with this time, because we're getting a cow in one of our cows processed, is we're doing the organs. Yeah,
but I'm not doing that for everybody.
No. Okay. I'm saying, that's why I said what we are doing.
Okay.
That's why I said what we are doing.
Okay, but don't get everybody excited because I can't do that.
No, but this has to do with carnivore This has to do with ancestral eating.
Okay.
This has to do with the way, this is the way they used to do it, y'all.
It's true.
We were getting the organs mixed back in with the ground beef. So the liver and the heart. So all the organs will go in the ground beef. And then rather than taking the tallow, we have them incorporate the tallow back into the ground beef. So it's incredibly highly concentrated fat. And when you make a burger, medium rare burger, delicious. It is out of control.
It's delicious. And
especially with like a slice of Swiss cheese.
And these 2 cows that we have available this month, they are Black Angus. They are hefty boys, and
beefy boys.
They are beefy boys, and they have been grain supplemented. So they're grass fed. They are out on a field when we pick them up, but they have had some grain too.
Yeah, we had a couple comments on a previous order, and I'm pretty sure it was a Longhorn, which is why we wanted to switch over, that it was a little too lean.
Sure.
And that is the case. So we're experimenting with grass-fed, grain-finished. My buddy Chuck in South Texas that's been on, they used to do grass-fed, grass-finished, and they switched to a grain-finished because the customers liked it more, just because better marbleization and all that kind of cool stuff. So that's what's going on there. And we're real excited. Check out TheTexasBoys.com.
Yes.
Click on Brothers Meat Co. if you want to reserve your cow. And then when it's ready, we'll email you, we'll call you, and you can come shake a rancher's hand and pick up your meat. And what's so interesting and neat and exciting about this is we're supporting our local economy. We're supporting our microprocessor. I was just on a Twitter Spaces today with the Beef Initiative and a bunch of ranchers, a lot of them here in Texas, and they were talking about these new EPA regulations. The EPA wants to regulate the water from microprocessors, and really it's an end around to try to close microprocessors. So what are action steps? Use microprocessors. You know, what are the action steps to ranchers are going out of business at a breakneck pace? Use a local rancher, support local ranchers, support local processors. Not only are you keeping your money in your community, there's a statistic on that every dollar spent locally multiplies by 7. You know, when you buy from Amazon, that doesn't multiply. Yes. Why are you tapping me?
We're talking about Carnivore update.
Right. And this is all part of the Carnivore update.
Okay.
So Ina Scott asked, I have started a kind of carnivore diet. Is it normal to have fewer Barack Obamas? BMs, I'm sorry. Is it normal to have fewer BMs and still crave carbs?
How long have you been carnivore?
Well, she says kind of carnivore, so that could have to do with the cravings.
Yeah, that will definitely have to do with the cravings. But we did more of like a ketovore when we started. So I think it's what your kind of carnivore definition is. Like if you're just doing low carb, some berries or something, and that's your sugar, then you shouldn't really
She will have fewer Obamas.
Yeah, but you wouldn't really have like sugar cravings unless if you are still feeding that sugar monster kind of deal. And if you are, then you need to cut that out, or like, you know, at least do it in a very clean way. Like, you know, do a keto, you know, kind of like one of those keto bars, like those IQ bars, you know, or if that sends you off the deep end. I don't, know everybody's addiction. There's a lot to eating, and there's a lot
to food addiction,
mental stuff that goes into it. So it could just be you're emotionally eating. It could just be, it could be a lot of different things, but blueberries saved the day for me in the beginning. Frozen blueberries, doing like one of these low sugar berry smoothies. I know that's not like textbook, but if it helps you not eat a candy bar, then I would say go for it. Or if it helps you not get French fries, there's variation, so anyway, let's get on to, and going to the bathroom. Yes, you're going to go way less going to the bathroom just because you don't have as much excess. And if you're having problems, water,
and increase your fat content.
Increase your fat content and make sure you're drinking a gallon of water a day. Because it just like with hunger cues, people don't really know if they're really having cravings or if they're just being emotional or if they're just trying to like whatever. I mean, there's lots of reasons why people eat if they're bored. People eat for entertainment. People eat for lots of different reasons, but water. The same thing with water. People don't really know today if they're thirsty or if they're not thirsty. We're just so disconnected. So the good thing is a gallon of water a day, whether you have to put your electrolytes in it and you drink them, you need liquid. You need a gallon a day. Okay. So what did you eat this week, sir?
So I ate OMAD, which is 1 meal a day. And I'll explain what that looks like for me. But so when I get up, since I've been dealing with this sinus thing, I drink a large electrolytes, like what's this, 32 ounces?
A quart.
32 ounces quart. I take all my protocol, C, D, all the stuff. And then I periodically drink electrolytes throughout the day. I come home between 3 and 4 or 5, somewhere in there, and I'm ready to eat. So like example for today, I didn't eat anything. I came home. I had 2 New York strip steaks, medium rare, in the air fryer with just Redmond real salt, and it was incredible. And then so I had about 2 pounds of strip steak, and then I'm like, wow, I'm not like, whoa, full, because usually I try to eat till I am like full. So then I had a Carnivore coffee, and that consists of some Texas Boys mushroom coffee, which is, I like it for lots of reasons. It's super smooth. It tastes really good, but it's instant. It's in a powder, so that way I can drink it cold. So I do a tablespoon of that. That's got 7 mushroom blend in it. And then I do 6 farm fresh egg yolks, a little dash of monk fruit, and I immersion blend that. So that was my dinner.
Okay. So with your monk fruit, are you doing that 100% monk
fruit? The 100%
fruit?
Monk fruit, the super expensive stuff with this microscopic spoon in it.
Okay. Because we have both kinds of monk fruit. We have the monk fruit with erythritol, which is very and it's more economical.
And I think it's all erythritol is all, right.
I mean? But then I splurged and bought the 100% monk fruit, and it's like this little teeny tiny envelope that came, and
it was like buying Coke.
It's like
it costs about as much, and it comes with this tiny little scooper. I'm not joking, y'all. Like,
I don't think you know how much.
I don't know how much
drugs cost.
Okay. Thankfully, thank the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
But I mean, when you see this tiny little spoon, and the cost,
he's the only one using it. I'm not.
Thankfully, because if it was anybody, it would be gone.
Okay, so that's what I eat in a day. But you had cheeseburgers the rest of this week.
Yeah, quite a bit. Yeah, so I'll have usually 2 to 3 1-pound cheeseburgers, and that's our beef with a higher fat content, and then a slice of Swiss cheese. And then so when I mix a burger, we do mustard. That was a James trick.
Okay.
Mustard, and then I usually sprinkle something like some kind of like a Montreal steak seasoning in there or something.
Okay.
And then medium rare, so I put it on the low.
You cook it in the air fryer or on the grill?
No, I cook it on the grill.
Okay.
That's on super low, on like 250. Okay. And you just cook it low and slow, and it is awesome.
Okay.
And there's something about once you're fully switched over to carnivore, I just want my meat almost as rare as humanly possible. I just need to ensure that I won't be getting any pathogens. But I mean, yeah, my steak is 125.
Yeah, that's awesome. How you like yours. Yeah. And everybody has different, like, I don't know, everybody in the house, their preferences, but we're kind of all over the spectrum on that. And I still like my meat done. So I don't know. Yeah. I'm weird. But I do know that most people are more like TD, that they like their meat more rare. Yeah. So, okay. Activities. Okay, so what did we drink? We kind of went over that a little bit with the electrolytes. I stopped drinking coffee and tea. Really, I haven't been drinking tea at all. I just kind of went to my cocoa powder. So I have just raw cacao powder, and I put like 2 heaping tablespoons of that in a big mug in the morning with hot water. And I put a little tiny bit of the Ceylon cinnamon in it, and I just mix that up, and I put 8 drops of Lugel's 2% iodine in there. And I am going to be switching to the 5%, but I'm not going to be doing 8 drops of 5%. I'll be doing 4 drops of 5%. But right now I'm doing the 2.5 or 2% Lugel's iodine, and I'm doing 8 drops of that. I've been doing that for, I don't know, feels like 6 months. Like, it's been a long time, and I feel really, really good doing that. And I do that every single morning. I was putting it in my coffee, but then when I went off the coffee, I just put it in my hot chocolate, is what I call it. And I put coconut milk. I use unsweetened coconut milk because it has less sugar in it. So I put that instead of heavy cream or half and half. Or I did half and half for a little while, like way back in, I don't know, December, January, something like that. And then I like the half and half too much. That little bit of sugar and carbs in that half and half. And we couldn't get a real clean ingredient, heavy cream. So we were doing half and half. And then I just wanted to drink it all day long. So I just have a real addictive personality like that. I think that, like, if there's a little bit, like if I make cookies, I'll tell myself I'm going to eat 2, and I eat the whole tray. By the end of the day, I'll just eat them all. Or if I made, like, say, banana bread with chocolate chips, I would say I'm going to have 1 slice with a cup of coffee or tea for breakfast, and I would eat the whole loaf. By the end of the day, there would be nothing left. Like, I'd have to eat it till it's gone. So that was happening with the half and half. So I switched myself to the unsweetened coconut milk, and I just get the big half-gallon jugs of it. Silk makes a good one that doesn't have a lot of stuff in it, and it's clean ingredients, no Carnivore or anything like that in it, and I don't think there's any carbs and any sugar. I think it's 0. So I don't have a problem. I can then drink. I know it's not a problem when I can drink 1 cup of something and then I'm good. Or like maybe in the afternoon, I might make another cup of hot chocolate, but then I'm good. I don't need to like sip on it all day long like I'm an addict. So that's because of the carbs is the addiction. It wouldn't be the coffee or the chocolate. It would be the sugar in that milk that would be making me want to drink that all day long. So, yeah, that's what we drink. And activities or things that we did this week. Interesting things that you did this week.
Worked a lot.
He worked.
Like most productive people that have to pay for everybody else.
That's true. And I am very, very thankful.
Well, and I'm not referring to you who I have to pay for, but they're an inordinate cross section of society that feels entitled.
He's been paying for me for a long time.
Yeah.
So activities that we did this week, I've been I was thinking more like exercise, like, or just activities. It doesn't have to be exercise. It could be like, you worked outside with your fruit trees, or like just outdoor. Did you walk outside barefoot? It's just more like healthy lifestyle related activities.
Yeah, I do all my hanging routine for my shoulders. I do a 2-arm hang, and then I do a single arm hang. And I try to do that like 10 times a day. I do it twice in the morning before I go to work. And then as soon as I come home, and I just try to space it out kind of like once an hour. I do that. I do my inversion table when I have a lot of extra spare time. So I haven't done that during the week, but on the weekends I do that. And and then, if it ain't raining, I'm outside.
Barefoot sometimes.
Barefoot. Mm-hmm. And stepping in fire ants and all that cool stuff. Yeah.
And when you're not having allergy problems, you're usually doing sit-ups and push-ups too, is integrated into your daily stuff, but not this week.
Patrick said his right shoulder's getting better, the click's going away. So Patrick, is that because you implemented Carnivore? That's great to hear.
That's awesome.
I can so appreciate people with shoulder issues.
So the past, I don't know what it's been now, maybe 2 months, I downloaded an app on my phone, and it's like a Pilates / I hate to say yoga, but like that kind of thing, stretching, exercise kind of thing. It's very generic. It's nothing spooky or goofy or anything. And I've been doing that most mornings. I don't like to say every single morning, but most mornings, if I'm feeling good and there's no sickness in the house, I get up early and I get a little bit of movement in. It could just be 10 minutes. I love it because I can just click on it, and then I can just do one set of exercises. And then if I feel like it, I can just do a little bit more. Or if I'm running a little bit behind schedule, I can just do 10 minutes. And then later in the afternoon, I maybe get in like a 20-minute or a 30-minute stretching, exercising session. And that's been really great. I love it and I enjoy it. The other thing that I was doing, but I've kind of gotten away from here lately, I definitely have not done it this week, is just going outside and walking for like 5 or 10 minutes, or jumping on my treadmill. If it's cold or rainy or whatever, I can just jump on the treadmill and walk for 5 or 10 minutes really fast, like a sprinting almost. And I just haven't done that because we've had sickness and things. And so I have not done that this week, but I do want to get back to that again because it just makes me feel really good. But we did go to the park, lifestyle stuff. We did go to the park this week, and all my little ones and my one youngest of the first 3 packed up all the bikes, and we went to the park, and the kids rode their bikes, and it was super fun. It was a beautiful day, and I just been really enjoying that. I've been reading a lot of books, and I have a list of more books that I have that I want to read, and that's just been a new hobby of mine that I've just been like,
check you out,
really enjoying and really getting into. And we have a book that we're going to be reading together at night, just even if it's just like a page, it doesn't have to be a big deal. Mm-hmm. So whatever, it's just something fun, a new activity. It's neat how when you simplify one thing, it just leaves room for other things. So by oversimplifying our food, it leaves all this free time for
very true
more things that we can actually enjoy in life, like going to the park. Or this afternoon we went and collected pine cones, and we're doing this pine cone project, me and the little ones, and we've been working on our pine cone project for a couple days now, but we needed more pine cones. And so it's just, I have so much flexibility because, TD comes home, he grills up his burger. All I have to do is make sure that there is meat thawed and ready to go for him. And he makes his burger. It takes him like 5 minutes. He prefers to make his own burger, and he prefers to make his own steak. So I'm off the hook for that. And me and the little ones, we just eat, our ground beef and eggs, and we're good. So smoothies, I mean, we just keep it really, really simple.
Laura makes tallow products in her free time.
Nice.
That's like awesome. That's like a double carnivore.
I love. Okay, I can't get distracted right now because I do have a list of our weekly update. But a friend of ours gave us a little tallow. It's like a whipped tallow skincare cream that she made herself, and Alex and Simeon, actually. Alex made it for me.
Oh,
and
wow.
She gave it to me, and I use it every single day. I love it. I use it on my hands. I use it on my arms.
I use it too.
I use it on my face, my neck.
Calluses.
My feet, my legs. I just love it. But I just use like the regular tallow out of the bucket too. If I'm in the kitchen, I'm not fancy. But this little whipped one, I use that one on my face. And it's very, very nice. I love it. Super
luxurious.
Yeah. So things that helped us stay carnivore, ketovore this week.
Just the same thing. I think one big thing is the electrolytes, and this new brand, it's less sweet, but just getting that salt, magnesium, potassium when you're starting to feel hungry. Because if you're shrinking your eating window to one meal a day, there's a good chance, regardless of how much meat and fat you eat, that you're going to feel hungry at different times. So when you can just sip on that, and it completely takes away any type of craving. So, I mean, I think that for me, that's the biggest hack. Right. I always have something to drink during the day, and I'm always carrying around my big jug of water, and I usually have some kind of stevia friendly kind of keto / carnivore thing to put in my water, and that does it. And I mean, and I am perpetually getting inundated with people bringing in food, people bringing in donuts, people throwing food at. I mean, it's this constant barrage with sales reps, and everything's food. And every time they want to do a presentation, it's food.
That's hard. That's really hard.
It's just all the time.
It doesn't have, I say it's hard, but the carbs don't have the hold on you anymore. They have no power over you anymore like before. So like when we go once a week for our church fellowship, and afterwards there's a big meal, there's a huge spread every week of every kind of food. I mean, it's gigantic. It's probably as long as this room table, and then a dessert table. And it has no hold on me. Like I can look at it. Like I said to you this week, there was lasagna. There was a couple different types of lasagna. There was all kinds of stuff that looked really, really good. And I can look at that and I can appreciate it. Honestly, if I wanted a slice of it, I could have a slice of it. And I'm already where I need to be. It's not going to hurt anything, but I don't feel like I need it. Like I can look at it and be like, wow, that's a beautiful lasagna. It looks like it's delicious, but I don't need to eat it to like make that reality for me. And the same with all the desserts. Like I can look at them all, and they all look fantastic. I can appreciate that other people are enjoying them. There was this huge coconut cake there this week. Boy. And I love coconut. I love chocolate and I love coconut. But this, I mean, it looked amazing. But it didn't have a hold on me. I could watch another girl take a slice of that, and I was like, wow, that looks great. I love coconut, but I didn't need it. I could go back and have my coffee. I did have coffee at church. That has been how I stayed carnivore, I guess, if you want to say. I mean, there was no chance of me not staying ketovore, carnivore, but one little new hack that I've been doing is Sunday afternoon, when everybody does generally get their desserts, except for our family.
Well, our boys,
some kids abide sometimes, but it's like one dessert. They have one
too often for my liking.
But what I've been doing is they have a Keurig coffee maker there, and they have always heavy whipping cream in the refrigerator. So I just go and make myself a nice Keurig coffee, which tastes like dessert. I mean, if you're not used to having that stuff.
Yeah, but she's getting
there's
polypropylene guy.
Right, I know it's bad. I know. It's
so
not perfect.
Bad,
it's not perfect, but then I put my heavy cream in it, and that just tastes like a treat. I mean, it just really tastes like a dessert to me, and it's something that
you get your daily dose of polypropylene glycol.
Yes, and it's not perfect. Okay, so things that helped. Things that helped that have been helping: pepperoni, sliced pepperoni, and sliced cheese. I've been getting it just at Walmart. They already have it because it's cheaper price per pound, and we have a lot of people to feed. So it's cheaper to get it at Walmart than our local deli sells it by like a couple dollars a pound cheaper. So I just get it already pre-sliced for my Walmart pickup. I do pepperoni, and then I do like all the different sliced cheeses and just keep them in the refrigerator. And that has just been great. Like, just a really good little snack. Our power went out this week for a whole entire day, and and one day for lunch I just had pepperoni
50,000 people were without power, and it was like out of the blue, and it was weird. But yeah.
And I did make up I made up 2 new carnivore recipes. One a couple weeks ago.
Oh, the pizza.
The lasagna.
Oh, yeah. That was awesome.
It was amazing, y'all. So I guess you might want to call it ketovore because there was a little bit of tomato sauce in it. But if you can handle tomato sauce, and there's no sugar in the tomato sauce or oils or anything like that. It was very, very clean tomato sauce, just tomatoes with some seasonings. But just put a little bit of tomato sauce in the bottom of the pan, and then layer in your cheeses. You can do a little bit of ground beef. And what I used instead of noodles was pepperoni slices, the big deli pepperoni slices. So I had a couple layers of them. Wherever you would normally use noodles, I use the pepperoni slices. And then mozzarella cheese. My ricotta cheese, I mix it up with eggs, and I sprinkle in, I don't know, maybe like a half a cup of Parmesan cheese into that too. It just gives it like texture to it. And then some Italian seasonings in that, and then layer in that ricotta mixture into it, and then your mozzarella, and
yeah, it was crazy good.
It was crazy good. Nobody missed the noodles. Like,
nope.
That was the first time.
It was crazy good.
It was crazy good. So
I don't even like sauce, and it was crazy.
It was really, really good. So you could, if you don't like pepperoni, you could do some other type of lunch meat that you could layer in there to make it just kind of gives a density, and it gives you something to cut through. So it gives that consistency of like a layered lasagna, but it doesn't have to be pepperoni. But that was really good. And then today I did a pepperoni and cheese omelet for my lunch/dinner. And it was really good. It was
Linner.
It was really, really good. But I'm going to eat when we get off of here because I'm missing my ground beef. So I'm going to be eating something when we get done. So we talked about how many times a day you're eating. Yeah. I'm eating once or twice a day. It just depends, mainly twice a day. But if there's days, ladies, that you want to eat 3 times a day or 4 times a day, I mean, it's just, we're different too. Like hormonally, we're different, and our needs are different. And especially, there's just a lot of different things. I think the difference between men and women, there are times where I can do once a day meal. Like I could go to bed tonight and I'm fine. I'm not going to die without more food, but I just feel like I want more food tonight. So I will do that. And supplements. So I talked about my Lugol's iodine. What kind of supplements?
Oh, so yeah, I take a Mercola protocol. I take D3. I take 3 grams of C every day. D3. I take an aged garlic and an oregano oil with 70% cravicol, just for the sinus infection and stuff. Selenium, and then I take a zinc. I think that's about it.
Okay.
I'm just taking like a respiratory protocol.
Do you take iodine? Did you say iodine?
Yes, I take a from Brownstein. I take a concoction, an iodine concoction that is 25%. So I take 4 drops.
And that's Dr. Brownstein.
Yeah, so I'm taking a very large dose, which is why I also supplement with selenium, which isn't necessarily, the selenium just ensures that the iodine is water soluble, but I'm not a doctor and I don't pretend.
Right.
And I am not giving anyone any advice, but I would recommend Dr. Brownstein's book on iodine.
Sounds good. And, well, I'm not going to say that because YouTube won't like that. But
don't say it. Well, we don't like them, so.
But that's
cool.
Okay.
World Traveler says I've lost 40 pounds since January 1st.
What?
Check this out, y'all. January 1st, eating 4 eggs, 2 sausages, and about 1 pound to 1.3 pounds of ground beef and Vital Protein Collagen Shake with Element. It's been an incredible year so far. Bravo. Bravo. So awesome. Good job. Keep going. I bet you feel great. Well, you're only going to feel better.
Yes.
So keep up the good work. And no amount of carbs or processed sugar is worth not feeling good. So
that's right. That's right. And it just feels like the further you get along into being healthy and feeling good and just having that mental space to, like, you're not consumed with food. You're not consumed with, what am I going to eat next? What am I going to eat next? I'm hungry. I'm emotionally eating. I'm entertaining myself all day. I need to make some type of dessert for tonight or whatever. Like, when you have all of that space, then you just have so much opportunity to grow as a person. Like, just to, like,
not width wise, not girth wise, but grow like mentally, spiritually, emotionally.
Right. Yeah. Like, what do I want to do with myself? Well, like, I like to go for walks, or let's go explore the different parks that are around here and find out, or whatever it is for you. We're going camping actually.
Yep.
Yeah.
Glamping.
Yep. In April. And it's going to be brand new for us. We've never gone camping. Well, I've grown up going camping, but we have never gone camping as a family before. And it's going to be really fun. So it just, when you have your health, it opens up a world of possibilities of things that you can do, and you can just to have time to just, like, I don't know, sit and think, or just enjoy yourself and have I don't know. There's just so much, but I could go on and on.
I do want to pause for a station identification and let you know that the beef is back, y'all. So if you are local to Northeast Texas, go to TheTexasBoys.com. We have about 2 cows. We got about a cow and a half left right now. Mm-hmm. So if you want to reserve your beef pickup and you're local, check it out. Reserve yours today while supplies last. And while you're there, maybe hit up some of our CBD coffee. It's been recently reduced in price and it's flying off the shelves. We will not order it to be roasted until you order it from our website. So it is absolutely super ultra mega freshly roasted
and local
and shipped directly to your door, locally roasted. And the CBD is locally harvested by a 150-acre and a farmstead that's been around for over 100 and some years. Mm-hmm. And it's a African-American father and son, super awesome people, from ours and their homestead to yours.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, I mean, when you're buying the beef too, you're supporting other family
Keeping
farms
local,
and a family butcher shop, and it's just all wonderful. So, yeah. So supplements for me, I take every day just a woman's multivitamin, and I always take like one vitamin C, vitamin D, and zinc. And is there anything else? My iodine. That's it. So that's my supplements that I take every day. My little kids take every day. My big kids are supposed to take every day.
The busy mother.
Yeah, so that's pretty much
So that's pretty much it, y'all. So we'll stay on for a couple minutes. If anybody has any questions and wants to put them in all caps.
Yeah.
If nobody has any questions, we are going to bid you farewell, adieu, good morning, good evening, good night, whatever time it is in your region.
And if you liked our weekly carnivore update and you want us to pop on here and do a weekly update, let us know. Let us know that too. Because
let us know. Comment in the comments after the video posts.
Mm-hmm.
And your wish is our command.
Yes.
So, since we have offered time for questions and there are none, we're going to sign off. And it's been awesome hanging with y'all. We love and appreciate all of you. And it's why we do what we do. And I hope y'all have a awesome night. Sweet dreams. Mm-hmm. We'll see you on the next video.
Bye.
Bye.